Hi guys, today I have live swatches of the brand Ard As Nails. This is a brand I have swatched for a couple of times and I am so in love with the polishes that I might have bought a few. And by a few I mean 8. Ard As Nails is a UK based indie brand created by Soap Dodger, and every single nail polish I've tried so far has been absolutely fantastic. So let's get on to the live swatches. First up is White Van Girl, and this is just a plain white cream. The formula is pretty good on this one. Whites are notoriously bad formulas, and every now and then you can find a great one. This is just kind of in the middle. The first coat isn't quite fully opaque, but it has an incredibly easy formula and it's not too streaky. It dries to a beautiful glossy finish. The second coat, it's almost fully opaque, but if I was going to wear just white on its own, I would recommend doing 3 coats just to cover up any imperfections. Again, the formula is very smooth, very easy to work with, absolutely no issues. It is fully opaque in 3 coats. Again, if I was going to wear this on its own, I would use 3 coats. For nail art, I would probably just use 2. Next up is Juju, and this is a gorgeous Barbie pink. It's quite bright, but definitely not neon, so very wearable. The formula is very easy to work with. It is almost fully opaque on 1 coat, but there is still a slight visible nail line and a slight amount of streak, so I will be adding a second coat. The second coat definitely brightens up that pink, and it is fully opaque in 2 coats. It dries to a gorgeous glossy finish. Next up is Gregory's Girl, and my camera is showing this a little bit more red than it is. You'll see in the swatch photos it is a gorgeous berry toned pink. The formula is absolutely incredible. It's very smooth, very easy to work with, and very opaque as well. I only used 1 coat for the swatch photos. Next up is Molly's Girl, and this is a muted purpley brown. This again has a gorgeous formula. It is almost opaque on just 1 coat, but there is a very slight visible nail line, so I will be applying a second coat. I feel like I'm repeating myself for every single nail polish, but the formulas, they're very consistent, they're very good, they're all glossy, they dry quickly. The second coat deepens up the colour, and it's completely opaque in 2 coats. Next up is Okie, and this is the first of the 2 holographic polishes. This is a beautiful royal purple. It is a little bit sheer on the first coat, but the formula is very easy to apply, very smooth like all the others. It dries to a matte finish, so I would recommend adding a top coat. The second coat really deepens up that purple, and it is fully opaque in just 2 coats. Next up is Fat Boy, and this is the second holographic polish. This is a beautiful sky blue that's a little bit muted. The formula is exactly the same as the previous one. It's very easy to apply, very smooth, not streaky, but a very slight visible nail line, so it does require a second coat. It dries to that same dull finish, so I would recommend adding a top coat. The second coat brightens up the blue and it is fully opaque in 2 coats. Next up is Beck's Smiles, and this is pretty much the same color as the previous polish, but then just a straight up cream. This again has an incredible formula, really easy to work with, easy to apply, not too thick, not too thin. There is a slight visible nail line on the first coat, so I will be adding a second coat, but it's definitely not streaky. The second coat really brightens up the blue and it's fully opaque on 2 coats. It dries to a beautiful glossy finish. Lastly is Denny, and this is a very deep dark navy blue. It has a very easy formula. It was a little bit thinner than the rest, and as you can tell I did flap my cuticles a little bit. That's more my fault than the polish. It is incredibly opaque and easy to work with. If you do thick enough coats you can definitely get away with just doing 1 coat, which is what I did for the swatch. It dries to that same glossy finish. So those are the 8 polishes I bought from the brand Ard As Nails. I highly recommend this brand. I think for such a new UK based indie brand, the polishes are such great quality. All the creams are 1 or 2 coats and the holographics are just beautiful. I will link everything down below. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one.